Three, two, one. Welcome to another episode of Whispers and Growls. Right. Okay. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me. Today, we've got a bunch of requests to get through. Well, they haven't come through yet. And so I'm going to go through the requests that I received years ago. Not really years ago, but ages ago inside of my request list on my my website. So when I started blowing up, I was being overwhelmed with not YouTube, I was being overwhelmed with lots of different requests. And so I made a system where people would move this up here for YouTube, where I said, if you go on my website, I will be able to service your request. You just have to fill up a little form, and then it appeared on a bounty board, and then I would read off that bounty board, right? Unfortunately, I end up with, I'm currently sitting at 140 something, 46 requests, I think. And so it means that it's a bit difficult for me to actually sit down and get through everything. So what I'm going to do now is just go through those lists. So if you guys send me an email right here, right now, I'll do a request for you, right? If you're a subscriber, and this means more on TikTok, if you're a TikTok subscriber, there are two packages that you can have. You have the acquaintances and you have the friends. If you have a friend subscription, you get to send me something to my Discord and I will read your requests. Then I prioritize people who have subscribed to me. On YouTube, you guys don't have that privilege just yet. I'm still yet to figure that out completely in the way that, you know, I'm not fully monetized on YouTube yet, so I can't create the different packages. Which books finished me? No book has yet to finish me. No. Nah, I'm yet to read a book. Actually, no. That's not, tell a lie. There have been many books that I've thoroughly enjoyed, but yeah, no. There hasn't been a book that has been like, yo, this book has finished me. No. Good evening, Irene. Good to see you again. Loving your name. Yeah, so if you guys have books that have like stupid plot twists, send them my way. Okay, I love reading when I get round to it. So, sorry. If there are no requests yet, I'm going to go through some of the requests I got from my request board. And I'll send an email to the person who sent me the request like, look, I read your thing. If you want to go listen to me do it, go to this page and I'm going to read it. Okay. Do you have any poetry book recommendations? Oh yeah, keep tapping the screen if you're on TikTok. Thank you very much for the support. Do I have any poetry book recommendations? The only book I can recommend right now is a book by a friend of mine called Poetic Persuasions. He's a friend from, okay, I remember I need to like pay attention to YouTube comments because even though you guys, I haven't done this thing properly, I need to like make sure I am listening to you, watching you. Yeah, this is the book, the only poetry book I can recommend right now. I illustrated it as well. It is from a friend of mine. His name is Emmanuel Borges de Silva. Lots and lots of lots and lots of poems in here. And I'm still yet to get through them because, you know, reading is a challenge for everyone who's like swamped these days with stuff. Yeah, I don't know if Abigail's here, but there's a poem dedicated to a friend of mine who goes live often on here. Her name's Abigail. There's a poem dedicated to her, Ode to Abigail, I think. So yeah, this is the book I can recommend. There's another book called Colors and Tea by a friend of mine called Tomi. Although I can't really easily grab it. It's here somewhere, but I can't say I know exactly where it is to go grab it. And because it's like a little black book, you guys might not see it properly. Anyways, okay, maybe the 146 requests can be made into videos. No, the idea was like to make them into videos initially, but then it was like, I can't make 146 videos at this point in time. So it makes sense to make this one massive video going through the different requests. But yeah, that would have been it, because initially when I started, I was not getting as many requests as possible. So doing it such that, okay, I get requests, do this, get paid for it if I need to get paid for it. Yeah. I Know Only Me and Him by D. Fisher. Okay. Is that a poem? Alexa Direct. I'm trying to follow everyone. There's a lot of people here. I might not be a big creator to have like thousands of people watching me at the same time, but it's like I have to like look here, look there, look here, look here. Thanks for liking the live, guys, on YouTube especially. Thank you. And on TikTok, thank you as well for liking the live. Okay, right. So let us go. Let us. What is lettuce? Let us go through some of the requests. I'm gonna go through some of the oldest requests I have first. Let's go by date ascending. Let me see if I can show you guys quickly what the list looks like. I have to apologize if you're watching me in the dark because I'm about to blind you. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. Okay. And I'm gonna do yes, just like that. So if you're on YouTube, this is for you. And then if you're on TikTok, I'm about to put it on for you to see something. Display capture. Display capture. That's the wrong display, Michael. That's the wrong display. Yes. Okay. Add display. This is so many buttons. Display capture 2. No, that's the wrong one. Yes. Come on, Michael. We can do this. Maybe if I rename this, it'll be easier. Rename bottom screen. Nice. Okay. If I then add the bottom screen to, there we go. Okay. So if you're on TikTok, this is currently the number of things I have to read. So we have 143 requests, and I did it such that there's like a little bounty attached to each one of them. If you don't want to give me anything, hi, simple life mom. If you don't want to give me anything, that's fine. But if you do, well, here we got our first request by Tijan Aishad Adibisi, right? So 143 requests, a lot of them are zeros, but yeah, this is what I have to get through right now, right? Anyways, let's turn this off. Cool. Are you mostly a digital or traditional artist? I'm mostly a digital artist, because it's you have to use a lot less resources to do digital art, which makes my life easier. You don't have to like keep buying paint, but of course it's not as respected as painting or using like a graphic pencil to draw something, or charcoal or oil or something. Yeah, okay. If I've also missed out your question, please type it again. There's a lot happening right now, so I apologize. Anyways, we have gotten a live request just now, so I'm going to read that right now. Okay, this is called Scripting a Cure by, what's her name? Where is she? Ooh, that was fast. Scripting a Cure by, what's your name? Who sent me that request? T-Nix, is that you? T-Nix. Can we say at T-Nix? Is this the guy that can roll? Maybe. No, I didn't need to do that. Sorry if I startled you. T-Nix, right? Or what's your other name? T-Nix. You are also called Tijani Aishad Adebisi. So if you like this by Tijani, then please go and show her some love and appreciation. Okay. Right. Let me change this real quick to black, make it bigger, and do this. Yeah, it's kind of big still. It's not allowing me to be, I'll leave it like that. There we go. Reading Cure by T-Nix at T-Nix. Is it 2 T's? Oh, she changed the name. Okay. I think, oh no, that's just a different person. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Scripting a Cure. All this waffling around, Michael. By this woman. Right. Let's make that bigger again. 24. It doesn't like you. It doesn't like me to put everything here. Let me make that 22. No, 22, not 220. Okay. A lot was happening. I apologize. But now we're good. We're good, right? Uh, two eyes. Yeah, I almost gave the wrong credit to the wrong person. I gave the right credit to the wrong person. I apologize. Okay. So, while I read this, I might not be able to see people on YouTube. Actually, let's see. Okay. So, we're currently reading Scripting a Cure by Tijani Aishat Adebisi. Adebisi. Sorry. I feel like I'm trying to feign an accent. Adebisi. It's not necessary. Okay. Scripting a Cure by Tijani. With mortar and pestle in hand, a future pharmacist takes a stand. Okay, I'm going to read it once and then how long is it? Because usually what I like to do is like reading it once and then when I've got the vibe of it, I perform it. You feel me? Let's see. All right. With mortar and pistol in hand, the future pharmacist takes a stand. With competence and confidence, mixing meds with skill and care, focus and professionalism to heal the sick and show them they care. Going beyond just the ordinary, long hours of study day and night amid struggle with sleep, and taking energy drinks and weird mixtures to master drugs in the night. From pharmacology to toxicology, from pharmaconosy. This one's a sticky one still. Pharmacology to toxicology, from I'm a struggle with this word. Pharmaconosy. Let me go look up the pronunciation on YouTube. Right. Can I do this? Pronunciation. Or is it? Wait. Pharmacognosy. Okay, that's not too bad. Pharmacognosy. Right. Pharmacognosy. So, from pharmacology to toxicology, from pharmacognosy to flipping out, I completely missed the fact that I might struggle with the next word, ethnopharmacy. Oh, that's easy. To ethnopharmacy, from pharmaceutics to pharmaceutical microbiology. And did you do this to just spite me? Why are all these big words in this poem? Wait. This is not a poem, is it? Is this like a teaser to something? Or like a trailer to something? Because I'm reading this and it sounds like an advert as opposed to like a poem. I'm not trying to diss you. I'm not trying to disrespect you. But like, it sounds like I'm announcing someone. I'm describing someone as opposed to like a traditional poem. You feel me? A student's work shines through our goal to help, to heal, to care, to make cool substance, money, and make a difference beyond compare. With each prescription filled with love, a pharmacy student's dream rise above. Okay, I feel like you tricked me. I don't feel like I can call this a poem. Tijani, where are you? Come answer for yourself. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Hi, stranger. I am still here, sir. Are you sir or madame? What can I refer you by? How do I refer to you? What's your title? I feel like you've tricked me. What's going on? What's the question? What you've sent me to read, is it a poem? Or is it not? Is it a poem? People on YouTube can see you, by the way, the chat on the left-hand side. If not, maybe I should make this bigger. Yeah, the question is, what you sent me to read, is it a poem? Or is it some kind of like just a reading you want me to do? So I need to. I'm failing to understand the vibe that you've created with it. Yeah, what's the reading about? Let me go back to the reading. You can you can address me as a ma. No, no, you're not the person I was asking the question to. It's a poem. Okay. Sorry. I hear that. Okay, it's a poem. Okay, let me read it once more. Maybe I'm not used to this kind of poetry, and so it's feeling amiss to me. Hi, Mish. Hi, Mike. Yes, hello. Current reading Script and the Cure by Tijani Aishat at ABC. With mortar and pestle in hand, a future pharmacist takes a stand with competence and confidence, mixing meds with skill and care. Focusing. So it sounds like a motivational esque description of what a medic student is, as opposed to it's a poem. You know, it feels like this is something that you read at like a graduation ceremony to be like, this is what our students are. These are who they are. You feel me? This is who they are. A future pharmacist takes a stand with competence and confidence, mixing meds with skill and care, focus and professionalism to heal the sick and show them they care, going beyond just the ordinary. Long hours of study, day and night, amid struggling with sleep and taking energy drinks and weird mixtures to master drugs and their right. From pharmacology to toxicology, from pharmaconoxy to ethnopharmacy, from pharmaceutics to pharmaceutical bio. Flipping heck. I hope you do not mind. It's about yes, but it doesn't come across like I'm reading poetry, and not to be snobbish about art or whatever. But it just sounds like a description to um what one might expect a yeah a pharmacist is, and so you see it as a poem. Okay, fair. Art is subjective, but it's hard to read it as it's like a poem. But I will try nevertheless. Okay, I will try. In the lab, they carefully craft components to cure and elevate craft with precision and dedication. True, a pharmacy student's work shines through. Our goal to help, to heal, to care, to make cool substance, money, and make a difference beyond compare. With each prescription filled with love, a pharmacy student's dreams rise above. Okay. No, I'm gonna stick to one request right now per person. Right. Okay, let me do it one more time. Scripting a cure. With mortar and pestle in hand, a future pharmacist takes a stand with competence and confidence, mixing meds with skill and care, focus and professionalism to heal the sick and show them they care, going beyond just the ordinary. Long hours of study, day and night, amidst struggling with sleep. Let me try again. Scripting a cure. With mortar and pestle in hand, a future pharmacist takes a stand with competence and confidence, mixing meds with skill and care, focus and professionalism to heal the sick and show them they care, going beyond just the ordinary. Long hours of study, day and night, amidst struggling with sleep and taking energy drinks and weird mixtures to master drugs and their right. From pharmacology to toxicology, from pharmacognosy to ethnopharmacy, from pharmaceutics to pharmaceutical microbiology and pharmaceutical chemistry too. Their knowledge grows to help see through. Damn, that is challenging. From pharmaceutics to pharmaceutical. Wow. Bruh, you're killing me. From pharmaceutics to pharmaceutical microbiology and pharmaceutical chemistry too, so your knowledge grows to help see through. In the lab, they carefully craft compounds to cure and elevate craft. With precision and dedication true, a pharmacy student's work shines through. Our goal to help, to heal, to care, to make cool substance, money, and make a difference beyond compare. With each prescription filled with love, a pharmacy student's dreams rise above. Okay, right, cool. Yeah, you stressed me. Have you read this yourself? This paragraph, this stanza right here is just tough. From pharmaceutics to pharmaceutical microbiology and pharmaceutical chemistry too, their knowledge grows to help see through. Right. And this is why I kind of struggle to define it as a poem. Uh, if we think classically or traditionally, right? I mean, poetry, anything can be classed as poetry at this point, I think. But sometimes poems have like a rhythm to them, like a sometimes iambic pentameter, where it's like, okay, there's a beat to this. You can read it with a certain kind of rhythm, or a certain rhyme scheme, or a certain kind of metaphor, simile, descriptive language. This sounds more just like a speech, more like a monologue, something that you read out to people. And I wouldn't really call it a poem because it's a bit more speechy. You feel me? But not to say it's any kind of less valuable, but it does come across as this is a speech as opposed to this is a poem. And I think in a few of these requests I read, you'll see what I mean when I think about poetry. Then again, a lot of this is subjective. Okay, let me say thank you to a bunch of people who sent some things through. Nicole G, obviously, thank you. Little Cookie 84, thank you so much. And Freya, thank you for the heart. Okay, have I missed anyone on YouTube? Nah, people are still here. 3 concurrent reviews. Right. Hi, everyone still on YouTube. It's amazing being here. Thank you, Sugar. I hope I carry on entertaining you. So let's move on to the next one. Next request is gonna come from my request list. So I'm gonna get rid of this from this was sent, let's see. Wow, this was sent September 2023. So it's been more than a year since I got this request and I haven't done it. Oh, you do the speech from Bridgerton, you are the bane of my existence, the object of all my desires. I've done this, thank you. I'm done. I'm free from this. I need to just delete this. Second one, Pfizer. This is a poem that she sent. Let me see if I can paste it here. Oh wait, this is supposed to go on the poetry podcast, so maybe I won't read it. Okay, I'll read it to you guys, but I will have to perform it later properly, because when people want me to put their poems on the podcast, I need to actually record it properly. So this is a poem by Pfizer, a person called Pfizer. I will try and hit them up later just so they have the appropriate amount of credit here. Okay, so I hope everyone can see stuff. Time withers the hope left in me, for it has sabotaged my moment to mourn. This sounds more like a fantasy. From the sky is high, the earth is wide, and the sea of people is vast. And only you caught my eye. This unforeseen, I have read this before. And I'm happy that I have. So I can delete this from my request list. I think, yes, I have read this. So let me go to the next request. And I've just received a request from Isabel Lehman. She sent me several poems already in like previous live sessions, and people usually enjoy her poetry. So I'm looking forward to reading this. Let me put that right here. Currently reading, wow, this is long. Currently reading, Isabel, what is the name of your poem? You haven't given me something. Isabel, where are you? Are you still here, Isabel? I'm not reading it if you're not here. Babysit. Babysit by Isabel Lehman. Isabel Lehman. Right, we're currently reading Babysit by Isabel Lehman. Glad to have you still around. Holgull loves Diana. Welcome, thank you for the rose. Can you babysit my heart? Okay, can you babysit my heart? This is long. Let me see if I can read it perfectly the first time through, right? Which is difficult. I'm not used to this. Right, let's go, Isabel. IB Rose. Can you babysit my heart? You see, she likes to wander in this world that's filled with wonder. At least, that's what she thinks fills this world, but no. The only thing that will be filled is my eyes with tears. Yet she'll tie those tears to my baptism. Baptist? Why do I read Baptist from? Yet she'll tie those tears to my happiest of years. And she'll take. I do this all the time, make mistakes as I'm reading. Forgive me. Yet she'll tie those tears to my happiest of years, and she'll make beach of fears, a beach of fears with my lamented tears. And their waters will be so deep you could never see what those dark waters bear. Then she'll play like there's no sun, there's the sun to warm her, and a breeze to cool her. Not even a tempest could stop her playful wonder. So I ask you now, please sit her down and don't fall for her act. When she puts on her crown as well as a beautiful gown, she's a child, you see. She cannot wonder. For this world is not filled with wonder, and there is no sun, breeze, or beach. Only a place like a figure of speech, where she is supposed to stay is safe and dark, where no spark can reach her, because sparks cause flame and she must never burn. She is too young. She is still too young. She has so many pages yet to turn. So, can you babysit my heart? Because I'm tired of her being shown around like a piece of art. I'll give her to you for a year or two, maybe more. I'll let you know when I'm ready for you. I'm sure you'll grow tired of all her desires. Just remember she is a child. And she will get very wild, so please be mild. Because she is tender from use and my abuse, like a book that's been pursued one too many times. Perused, my bad, perused one too many times. So what do you say to my request? Can she come and stay, because I need her far away? For she is a troublesome child, even if she is mine to reluctantly obey. Okay, let's go from the top. Let's go from the top. Right, let's put this up here. Right. Yeah, the person loves their pharmacy. Caesar's blog on YouTube says, person loves their pharmacy. Yeah, fam. That's pretty cool. I mean, if to be dedicated to like your work, your craft is pretty cool. I can't lie. So I'm glad you love your pharmacy. Okay. Where is this? Okay, we're reading this poem again, Isabel. We'll do it properly this time. Okay. Let me get some water. I hope you all can see me well. Okay. Can you? Right. Can you babysit my heart? You see, she likes to wander in this world that's filled with wonder. At least that's what she thinks fills this world, but no. The only thing that will be filled is my eyes with tears. Yet she'll tie those tears to my happiest of years, and she'll make a beach of fears with my lamenting tears. And their waters will be so deep you could never see what those dark waters bear. Then she'll play like there's a sun to warm her, and a breeze to cool her. Not even a tempest could Not even a tempest could stop her playful wonder. So I ask you now, please sit her down, and don't fall for her act. We do that again. I need it to be perfect. You feel me? Perfectionism. Can you babysit my... Can you babysit my heart? You see, she likes to wander in this world that's filled with wonder. At least that's what she thinks fills this world, but no. The only thing that will be filled is my eyes with tears. Yes, she'll tie those tears to my happiest of years, and she'll make a beach of fears with my lamenting tears. And their waters will be so deep you could never see what those dark waters bear. Then she'll play like there's no sun to warm her, and a breeze to cool her. Not even a tempest could stop her playful wonder. So I ask you now, please sit her down, and don't fall for her act. When she puts on her crown as well as a beautiful gown, when she puts on her crown as well as beautiful gown, she is a child, you see, she cannot wonder. For this world is not filled with wonder, and there is no sun, breeze, or beach. Only a place, like a figure of speech. Where she is supposed to stay is safe and dark, where no spark can reach her, because sparks cause a flame, and she must never burn. She is still too young. She has so many pages yet to burn. She has so many pages yet to turn. So can you babysit my heart? Because I'm tired of her being shown around like a piece of art. I'll give her to you for a year or two, maybe more. I'll let you know when I'm ready for you. I'm sure you'll grow tired of all her desires. Just remember she is a child. And she will get very wild, so please be mild. Because she is tender from use and my abuse, like a book that has been perused one too many times. So what will you say? What do you say to my request? Can she come and stay? Because I need her far away, for she is a troublesome child, even if she is mine to reluctantly obey. Okay. Nice. Thank you, Isabel. Oh, my back. Thank you, Isabel. Let's leave it at that. Let's go to the next one. Debbie Abraham and the poem for the podcast. I will skip this for now. I need to properly go through these. But sorry, there were some tongue twisters in there a little bit. Let's see if there are any that are not poems in my request list. Okay, I'll just read some of these poems. No. It defeats the purpose. Okay. Speech. Vegeta's speech of trespassing into the domain of gods, or Captain Irwin's speech of my soldier's rage. Damn. I've done Captain Irwin's speech, so I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm looking for things that are new. Imasi Maze. Gwen Harris, private request. Speech. Can you do the Sven from Steven Universe where Rose records herself for her future son? It goes something like, Steve, we can't both exist. I'm going to become half of you, and every moment you spend yourself. Okay, I can do this. But I'd much rather read things that people send me now. So please send me stuff, guys. I want to read things that you've written. Okay. Or we can just talk. Oh, my back. I think the past few lives, maybe like the past 5 lives I've been here, every time I've been here, I've been like, that, my back hurts. And it kind of does. All right. Rebisha voice Kokushibo. Do depends on the weapon and man. Okay, Matthias. Depends on the weapon and the man. Let's see. You came into my life and showed. Okay, this is another poem that I should read later. Are you a book talker or a voice actor? Neither and both, I guess. Oh, Bridget, that's your name. It's good to see you again, Bridget. How are you doing? I'm not a book talker yet, I guess. I think I was on here on TikTok to improve my voice. And then I ask people to send me things for me to read. And some of the things I've read have come from the things in the book talk space. So Fourth Wing, Akatar, Akotar, Court of Rose and Thorns, and a Court of Thorns and Roses. And so the book talk community has kind of claimed me because as a voice actor, I've done things for them, right? But I'm not a full time voice actor either. So I'm just a guy who's got microphones and can talk and sound nice from time to time. And people value that and in some capacity. So that answers your question. Is anyone on YouTube saying anything? Can please say the please. Awesome lighting. Thank you very much. Yeah. So currently reading, waiting for something to come through. If only Moody was here. Moody, where are you? I'd like to read your poem because I failed to read it last time. But let's see. Oh, thanks for following me, Bridget. Thank you. Let's see. I'm just going through my emails to find anything useful to read. You should read the poem Wild Geese by Mary Oliver. Wild Geese by Mary Oliver. Okay, let's see if it's in the public domain. Wild Geese. Published. Wait, it's a book. You should read the poem Wild Geese. I'm seeing that this is a book and it was published in 2004. So I may not be able to read it, I'm afraid. Because it's not in the public domain like that. And you have to get permission from people to like read your poetical works. I've got to go. Thanks so much for reading my poetry. I hope everyone enjoyed. Thank you for sending your poem, Ivy. Sending someone your work to look at is a bit a monologue suggestion. Okay, so I've gotten something from Andy Sandberg. Are you here right now, Andy? Are you on YouTube? Are you on TikTok? Say something so I know where to look at. Say something. Okay, Andy is on TikTok. There he is, YouTube people. Right. Bridget, read Daffodils by William Wordsworth. Okay. I will put that in the queue. Let me read Andy's request first. So this is a monologue from Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead by Tom Stoppard, which occurs as a parallel to be or not to be monologue. Is delivered by Rosencraft. Okay, wait. The text here is expurgated slightly to make it a standalone piece, just omitting interjections from. Cool. Right, so we are reading. This is lengthy. Okay, right. I am reading this by submission by Andy. Okay. This is, I don't think you guys can read this. It's a bit small, isn't it? Okay, let's do this. 24. Alright, can you read that? Okay, Andy, why are some of these words highlighted? Why is box always highlighted? Can you help me out, Andy? You still here? Help me. I didn't highlight them. I don't know. Okay, fair. Let me get rid of the highlight then. Highlight none. Color this. Okay. Do you ever think of yourself as actually dead, lying in a box with lid on it? Nor do I, really. It's silly to be depressed by it. I mean, one thinks of it like being alive in a box, when one keeps forgetting to take into account the fact that one would be dead, which would make all the difference, shouldn't it? I mean, you'd never know you were in a box. It would just be like sleeping in a box. Not that I'd like to sleep in a box, mind you, not without any air. You'd wake up dead, for a start. And then where would you be in the box? That's the bit I don't like, frankly. That's why I don't think of it. Because you'd be helpless, wouldn't you, stuffed in a box like that? I mean, you'd be in there forever. Even taking into account the fact that you're dead, it's not a pleasant thought. Especially if you're dead, really. I mean, ask yourself, if I asked you straight off, I'm going to stuff you in this box, would you rather be alive or dead? Naturally, you'd prefer to be alive. Life in a box is better than no life at all, I expect. You'd have a chance at least. You could lie there thinking, well, at least I'm not dead. In a minute, someone's going to bang on the lid and tell me to come out. Hey you, what's your name? Come over there. Whatever became of the moment when one first knew about death? There must have been a moment in childhood when it first occurred to you that you don't go on forever. It must have been shattering, stamped into one's memory. And yet I can't remember it. It never occurred to me at all. What does one make of that? We must be born with an intuition of mortality before we know the words for it. Before we know that there are words, out we came, bloodied and squalling with the knowledge that for all the compasses in the world, there is only one direction and time is its only measure. I wouldn't think about it if I were you. You'd only get depressed. Okay, that's cool. There's an odd bit of prose that you sent to me. I am reading about someone who's thinking about death in the context of themselves lying in a coffin. Interesting. Do you ever think of yourself as actually dead, lying in a box with a lid on it? Nor do I, really. It's silly to be depressed by it. I mean, one thinks of it like being alive in a box, when one keeps forgetting to take into account the fact that one will be dead, which should make all the difference. Shouldn't it? I mean, you'd never know you were in a box. It would just be like being asleep in a box. Not that I'd like to sleep in a box, mind you, without any air, you'd wake up dead for a start. And then where would you be? In a box. That's the bit I don't like, frankly. That's why I don't think of it. Because you'd be helpless, wouldn't you, stuffed in a box like that? I mean, you'd be there forever. Even taking into account that even taking into account the fact that you're actually dead, it's not a pleasant thought. Especially if you're dead. Really. I mean, ask yourself, if I asked you straight off, I'm going to stuff you in this box, would you rather be alive or dead? Naturally, you'd prefer to be alive. Life in the box is better than no life at all, I expect. You'd have a chance at least. You could lie there thinking, well, at least I'm not dead. In a minute, someone's going to bang on the lid and tell me to come out. Hey you, what's your name? Come out of there. Whatever became of the moment when you first knew about death? There must have been a moment in childhood when it first occurred to you that you don't go on forever. It must have been shattering, stamped into one's memory. And yet, I can't remember. Hi, Kimberly, I'm good. How about you? It never occurred to me at all. What does one make of it? We must be born with an intuition of mortality. Before we know the words for it, before we know that there are words, out we came bloodied and squalling with the knowledge that for all the compasses in the world, there is only one direction and time is its only measure. I wouldn't think about it if I were you. You'd only get depressed. Cool. Hi, person from Georgia. I can't read the name. I love the voice. I do love your voice for Dayton. Dayton. You're welcome, I guess. Let's go on to Bridget. Are you still here? I'm about to do your poem. Read Daffodils by Williams Wordsworth. Vano. Nice to meet you, Vano. Who else is in here? Let me say hi to the YouTube people. Miriam.
Are you still here, Miriam?
Um, I'm glad that I hope I'm entertaining you. Mine is Zami. Hi, Zami.
Hi, Sammy.
Can you say Mikvarthar?
McFather.
Mik Mikvaha. Mikvaha.
McFaha. Does that mean?
Oh, that's so cute. It means I love you. Well, I love you too. Love how you change voices.
It's incredible.
Yeah, practice, I guess. All right. Okay. Should I say hi to people in here? Because I haven't done that in a while and it's been close to an hour. Okay. Who is in here? On YouTube, it doesn't really help me figure out who's still in here. And there aren't many people on YouTube right now. But I must try and go live on YouTube more and more. Because this is the life of someone who needs monetization, I guess. Where am I from? I am from the UK right now. That's where I'm streaming from. Do you want me to jump? It would be helpful if you jumped onto YouTube, yes. It would be very helpful if you jumped onto YouTube. I need watch hours. Thank you, Kimberly. I need the watch hours on YouTube, and then I can actually start like earning something from posting videos on there. Say Zam. Okay. Please say Zami. Zami. Hi, Zami. Is that your name? Yeah. Nails by Zami. What's your dream? What's my dream? My dream? I don't have a dream. What's that mean? Yes, it's Coco. Thank you, Coco, for the gifts. I guess, no, I have to be a bit more um, human, I guess. My dream. What is my dream? Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining from TikTok. Everybody say hi to Kimberly on YouTube. Hi. There's like only me here, I think. It's just me, I think. Um, yeah, thanks for joining Kimberly on YouTube. I appreciate it. What's my dream? Be a best voice actor in the world. Oh, okay, I know what my dream is. Because it's not something like I think about and dream about. I guess it's more like something I just really want to do with my life and with myself in the world. I would like to make sure that I am able to facilitate my own creativity and what the people around me have to create, to pretty much be a creator, someone who allows creativity to flourish within him and around him. That's my dream. Hey, Tommy Ann, thank you for coming over from TikTok. I appreciate it. Really, you guys are helping me out by being on YouTube. Because TikTok has the benefit of allowing you to be gifted without, like, as soon as you can go live, you can start receiving gifts, which is brilliant. Thank you so much. What did you get now? Um, so I can't see your full name, but thank you so much for the gifts, the roses. So TikTok has the ability to allow you to be gifted, right, without being a very, very big creator. So you can start earning money from your lives. But YouTube also has the ability to attract advertisers if you become big enough, and then you start getting paid for AdSense. Queen, queen, queen. It's good to see you. I've missed you. Can I say that? It's good to see your name. It's really good. You're very, very loyal and consistent. It's good to always see your name pop up. It's crazy how it's a little behind. Yeah. Because I guess for YouTube streaming, I stream to YouTube, whereas TikTok streaming, I pretty much open the camera from the TikTok app and I stream from the app itself. So for the YouTube streaming, I open OBS streams to YouTube. You feel me? So it's very, very far behind. What a shame. What a shame. Um, yeah. So I appreciate the patience. Good to see you too. Always. Thank you. Came in Georgia. Came in Georgia and you'll came in Georgia and you'll be my guest. Come to Georgia and you'll be my guest. I appreciate it. How am I doing today? I am okay. I'm kind of testing out streaming on YouTube and TikTok. So right now, some people are jumping over from TikTok to YouTube, and I appreciate those people. You feel me? It's helpful. So thank you. Lara, what's Lara saying? Wait, Lara thought I jumped here too. I jumped over from TikTok too. It's crazy how little behind. Can you say Kimberly and Natasha in a different voice?
Kimberly Natasha.
Hi, Kimberly. Or should I go full steam ahead and just do
Kimberly Natasha.
Does that help? Hi, Soulful Dreamer. I think the person meant to come to Georgia. Yeah. I got it in the end. Hi, Soulful Dreamer. How you doing? Can you read Reddit stories? I can read Reddit stories, actually. That's a good idea. Although, let's see. Reddit stories. We just have to find a good Reddit story, don't we? Reddit stories. Let's see. I think I have Reddit. Do I? Things that I don't even know where they reside. r/Reddit stories. Stories. Let's read this scary story. Scary story. Tell me true scary stories. Ooh, I like this. Let me read this. Let me put it here. Okay, let me paste it here so everyone can see me read it. Yeah. Oh, dang it. Let me get rid of the highlight. We don't want highlights. We want regular colors, comforter, and then 24. Okay. I've had many experiences, but I'll tell you one that freaked me out because I wasn't the only witness. Ooh, scary already. Watching on YouTube is more pleasant, but the live on TikTok is more accurate. Yeah. It's yeah, the lag is long, I have to say. So I appreciate the jump though. Okay. Where are my lives, people? Okay. All right. Yeah. Heads up, the second one was coming. Okay, wait. Can you see Kimberly? Oh yeah, I want to give you a heads up that the second one was coming. Yeah, I do. When I do those voices, I end up putting on the reverb on. Okay, I've had many experiences, but I'll tell you one that freaked me out because I wasn't the only witness. I was about 12 years old and I was talking with my dad in his room. My mom was in the closet with the lights off, but we could clearly see her folding clothes. Well, during me and my dad's conversation, he had asked my mom something about something, but to no reply. He eventually got to the point where he started to yell. I got up and stepped into the closet, but I heard my mom walk into the room and ask why he was yelling her name. I looked at her. Damn, creepy. I looked at her and she had a towel wrapped around her. I quickly looked back into the closet and saw nothing. Absolutely nothing. This obviously creeped me and my dad out. Whatever we saw, it wasn't my mom. Whatever it was had her shape and even the bun. My mom always had her hair in a bun. I could have completely thought this was my imagination if it weren't for my dad also being there and seeing it. That's creepy. That is creepy. Watching on YouTube lets me stream to my projector. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, YouTube, you can put me somewhere. It's more flexible, but yeah, TikTok is. You're hearing me right there and then. You feel me? Sorry about the noise. Did someone send me something? Paulette, can you read Psalm 23, please? Yes, I shall read Psalm 23 for you, my dear. Paulette Ninketia. Psalm 23, actually, I know it off by heart, but let's get it up so that people can also listen to us. Let's read along, I mean, Psalm 23. Psalm of David. I struggle with insomnia. Your live TikTok makes me fall asleep easily. You're so welcome. Please carry on playing me. I'll be here. The Lord, the Lord, the Lord. The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. Wait, do you have a preferred? I was gonna say, do you have the preferred standard, not standard Bible translation? Paulette, if you can reply to me wherever you are, that would be great. But let's go. The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. I lack nothing. The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. Wait, no, I want the NIV translation. I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. This is the NIV version. Dang. What can I read? Maybe NKJV, I guess. It's still, never mind. It's still the same translation. It still reads about the same. Okay. We are reading Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. It's in my head. I want to say it some type of way. The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley. Whoa. What's going on? Your life will end in this. No, don't end it. I'm here still. I got a warning that was like, I'm going to go live. They're going to turn off my live in like 5 minutes because they didn't think I was here. So I apologize. NKJV. Oh, right. Yeah. So NKJV. Let me switch on to NKJV then. Okay. This is so much better. Okay, I'm gonna see everyone here now. Okay, NKJV. Yeah, NKJV is pretty much about the same though. We're on 24. This, right. Okay, guys. The Lord is my. I want the version in my head. Okay. You want the. Then we're getting the version in my head. Okay. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me down the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. My cup runs over. Surely, goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in this. Sorry, you distracted me, son goddess. Surely, goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. I need to find out what version it is. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Is the KJV? Yes, the actual classic one. He maketh. I think maybe the New King James Version had like a remix, but this would have been close to the version that I grew up with. This would have been this. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down. He maketh... forget this. Let me just read it again properly, perfectly, with the one in my head. Okay. Currently reading Psalm 23. Okay. As let me put it in the middle. I'm really just squandering time here, but I'm entertaining you guys. Psalm 23 as remembered Why? Fast. Room. Hi, sun goddess. Did I make you blush or something? For calling you out like that. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me down the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. My cup runs over. Surely, goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Apparently my camera is overheating. How do I fix this? I have to turn on the air condition. And yeah. I'll have to turn it on. Bear with me. It's winter, you see. So if you have time, Psalm 91, 5-7, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror of the night. Okay. Let me do this and then. Sorry, I'm getting distracted with the air condition. I'm trying to make sure my camera stays cool. Yeah, because it's giving me a warning about it overheating. So if something happens and I just suddenly switch off, that's the end of life. Okay. Please read a line from Twilight. Thank you, Dreams and Poetry, for sending me the money gun. Okay, brilliant. And then I'm going to turn on the temperature. All right. Okay. Have I missed any messages? I'm pretty sure I have. Michael, if you were ever to record an audiobook, I don't think I'd ever listen to anything else. Let's get that deal in it. That would be so great if I could record an audiobook. Tommy Ann, that's amazing. Got you on my TV so I can work on my PC. Hey, sweet. Yeah, you can put me anywhere you want. Or you have me on YouTube. So guys, if you're on TikTok, go on YouTube, man. Go on YouTube. Tommy Ann, I agree. Thank you, Tommy Ann. Why are you swinging? Don't be swinging. Okay. Oh. That's the button for swing. Okay, sorry. I'm supposed to be, I told him bedtime stories. So people want bedtime stories? Let's go get a bedtime story. Of course your camera is overheating, your voice is making everything. You are so funny, queen. That was funny. Okay. Let's now go find a story on Reddit again, right? Okay. This is nice. You've got a nice chunk by Sarah. Dang, get rid of the highlight, man. None. Black. Normal text. Okay. This. Right. The story takes place. Thank you for bringing the laughs. Okay. We've got another story from Reddit. This is by an individual goes by the name of Sarah. She posted this 2 years ago. So maybe she's not active anymore. Let me just type it. Sarahi 10:15. Okay. The story takes place back 2000. Will you be doing Halloween stories tomorrow night? I will not be doing Halloween stories tomorrow night. I do not celebrate Halloween. I might be doing scary stories tomorrow night because I like scary stories, but I won't be doing Halloween stories tomorrow. I like the festival of Halloween, I can't lie. But I don't celebrate Halloween, so I'm not playing with that. What's my religion? I guess by the definition of like what religion means, I'm technically Christian. Um, technically Christian. I'm Christian, but people say stuff about Christianity not being a religion, being a faith, which if you're in the faith, you understand that to be true, but that goes over the head of people who are not Christian. It's like, it's a religion. Why are you making it sound special? I hear it. I'm Christian. That is a religion. Anyways, finally, someone who doesn't do it. Do what? So someone who doesn't do what? Okay. This story takes place back around 2010 when I was 12. My two best friends and I, along with a few other kids in the neighborhood that were also our age, often rode bikes and exploring around the neighborhood. Whenever we rode bikes, we started to notice this older white sedan around a late 90s model that would follow us around the neighborhood no matter what street we turned on. And they would always go very, very slow and never stop following us. They wouldn't turn in at a house or anything. This went on for several months, and one day one of my friends was able to get the license plate, and that friend's parents contacted the police. The police came out and got information from us, and when they looked up the place, it did not match the car. So with the behavior of the person in the car and the fact that the license plate didn't match the car, it was possible that the person driving the car was trying to kidnap one of us and hold a hostage plate. And had stolen a plate. Sorry. We never were able to figure out who this person was until this day. And this day, 13 years later, I still think about the situation and wonder what the intentions were, especially when alone walking around the neighborhood. This story isn't going anywhere. I wanted, something. Where it's like, oh, it's a creepy car around. Fair, it's creepy. The religion I grew up didn't celebrate holidays, so I get it. Scary stories with a voice makes me I think I can get scarier. Did anyone watch a TV show called Tales from the Crypt Keeper? Or You Are Welcome to Grisly Tales for Gruesome Kids? Anyone know about that? Hi Afriye, how you doing? In my case, it's not religion related. Scary stories with your voice gives me something to look forward to. Someone that does celebrate Halloween, yeah. I can't lie. Halloween is a cool holiday, right? I like scary things. I like horror movies. I enjoy horror movies. But, as a Christian, I shouldn't be associating myself with, things of the dark. Even though I think apparently Halloween was a religious holiday, like a Christian holiday, but that came also from a pagan festival that they tried to like colonize or something. I don't know. Yes, as a Muslim, I'm proudly a Muslim that I am. Oh wait, where's the YouTube thing? Not YouTube chat. I don't want to ignore you guys. Sorry. Yes, I'm the person who doesn't celebrate Halloween. Yes, I don't celebrate Halloween. Yeah. Tales from the Crypt Keeper. I'm going as a sexy maid. Fam, more power to you. That religion I grew up didn't celebrate holidays, so I get it. Damn. Let's see. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing good too. But I didn't send a comment, but happy for you. Okay, that's two people having a conversation with themselves. I like being able to dress up. Yeah, I got what you meant, Crypt Keeper. Yes. Okay, I'm trying to pay attention to two different chats. This is exhausting. I like to play dress up. I would like to play dress up too. I'm going to be, funny enough, if anyone likes the fantasy genre, right, this is an announcement I think I can make because I've been invited and I've officially said I'm going, right? Next year, there will be a fantasy type event in Michigan. and I shall be attending. I'm gonna add more information. I'm gonna make more videos to discuss what I'm talking about. But yeah. Um, I'll try and make more videos. Can I do this? Can I do this? Pretty much put in the YouTube comments behind. Okay, let's do that. Okay, let me do this as well. Cool. All right. I love playing dress ups. Yeah. So I will probably be at Comic Con one day. Oh yeah. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah. Next year in Michigan, there's a Rain on Revelry, a Court of Rain and Revelry. There's like a fancy dress up cool thing about to happen, and I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be doing a meet and greet. I'm gonna be hosting the awards show. I have a lot to say about it, but I'm just giving you guys like a sneak. This is what I'm gonna be doing next year in September. Yeah, I'll be back with more information about that. Anyways, let's get back to some more scary stories. Yeah. So yeah, the important question is, do you have a wife, girlfriend, only girl? You know, that is like, guys like asking that question. Yeah, how does it help your life? How does it help you? If I'm single or not single, if I'm taken or not, if I'm straight or gay, it doesn't help your life. You're here to listen to my voice and listen to me entertain you, okay? So don't worry about whatever I'm doing. Do I write? Kinda. I get inspired and then I write some stuff, but I wouldn't consider myself a writer. Trust me, it does. Trust me, it does not. Okay? It does not help you at all. Right? Any ideas for my fancy themed outfit? So I guess people on TikTok don't really see the things from YouTube. But ideas for my fantasy themed stuff. I'm gonna wear lots of leather. Can I say that? No, I'm not gonna wear leather. The leather is like weird. He is married to the viewers. Yeah, I'm married to the viewers. I'm married to the viewers. So the fantasy thing, I don't know. I found like some stuff on Etsy that I definitely want to wear. Right, some like chainmail-esque, dragon-esque outfit. I'm gonna look so cool. So I'll make a video about the outfit I wear soon when I buy it. But yeah, I'm gonna be there next year. So if you, I'll make a video tagging them and saying like, "Oh, guys, this is who I'm going to be working with next year." But yeah, you guys have a sneak preview. I didn't like it. I don't know what that comment is in regards to. I'd rather go to the ball than Halloween party. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, so it's like a fantasy ball, right? I think, Kimberly, if you're in the States, if you're in Michigan, close to Michigan, I'd say like, yeah, or anywhere in the States, anywhere in the world, anyone could go. You feel me? I'm in the UK, but I'm going to be in Michigan next year. Right. Scary Reddit stories. Where are we? Scary stories. The wall. Yes, this looks promising. This is long as well. Oh, it only has 8 upvotes. So this is called, oh dang, why does it have all of this? Let's make it normal text. Comforter 23. Okay. The old water house. Oh, okay, I'm getting excited. You guys gonna pay attention? You guys gonna listen to me read you a scary story?
Welcome to another episode of Whispers and Growls. Today, we shall be reading something scary. The old water house.
Okay. Over the heath, there was an ancient crumbling water house where the entire state's water system was managed. Believe me, we thought it was a miracle how anything that old and manky could keep and pump out water. But it did. It was made with bricks, with a black slate roof and iron doors, although at the time of this event, it was just a shadow of its former self, and didn't have any doors. The windows were all smashed in by generations of kids throwing rocks and stones at them. It was there where my mama and her siblings were. It was there where my mama and her siblings were kids, played over the heath. And they all told us, And punctuation helps, you know, punctuation helps stuff. And they all told us, stop. All told us it spooked them and their mates as it did us. It was really hot. It was a really hot day one summer in the school holidays. Another full stop. The older boys were at home for some reason, and all the younger cousins, me included, were being little brats. So the boys said they would take us all blackberry picking to keep us quiet. Mama agreed gratefully. The boys were really responsible and mature at 16, 17, and 18. They babysat for us younger kids all the time, so we knew the rules of staying close to the boys and doing what they told us. And so, a half hour later, everyone had their fruit baskets and we were off. Have you ever tried dubbing Yamamoto from Bleach? No, I have never tried that. Zankachi no. I can't do the Bankai. So I'm getting distracted. We're reading a story here. Come in. Shh, sit down. Grab your coffee. Grab your spice latte. Right. If not, I'm near London. All right. I'm from London. They want to flirt with you. They want to flirt me. You can flirt with me. I'm not going to stop you. Have your fun. Okay. Sorry. Let's get back to the story. Okay. There were 5 of us younger kids. We were all really excited as blackberry picking was a family favorite activity, and our Grand's blackberry pies were the best. Grand's house led directly onto the back of the heath. There was a fence with a gap in the middle. One of my older cousins passed me through to the other. Flipping heck. Sentences. It's like proofread these things before I start reading them. One of the older cousins passed me through to the other side, then lifted my tiny wheelchair over the fence. The other kids were through in seconds and we were away again. On our way to our destination, the older boys told us spooky stories, as they always did, half because they liked scaring us and half because we all used to beg them to. There was nothing more terrifying than a story from my cousins H or B that they were masters and so believable. We loved it. We all stopped talking when we came to the waterhouse. Nobody ever dared to speak around or near the waterhouse, not even the older boys. For something so mundane, it always looked, and still does, so eerie. There was a second fence to get through before we reached our beloved blackberry field, but this time, as we squeezed through the gap of the fence, we were all more somber as we remembered the old wives' tale, urban legend, that we all knew about the waterhouse. The story goes, once in the 1960s, there was a gang of bank robbers. They were local to the area and were really nasty pieces of work. Their expertise was terrorizing bank customers and staff alike before grabbing and shooting anything that moved. They did several jobs without getting caught, but they really messed up a particular job, and a sweet 19-year-old trainee bank clerk was shot dead and 5 more people were seriously injured. One of the gang was also shot dead, along with the nastiest member of the gang being seriously wounded in a crossfire. It is said that the remaining gang members escaped with just a few hundred and made their way over to the heath and hid out in the waterhouse. It was newish at the time and was a perfect hideaway for the murderers. There was a lot of contention and stress between the remaining gang months, although it was never proven how the bodies of all 3 remaining gang members were discovered rotting away in the waterhouse 6 months later. A few years after the weird stuff and creepy noises started occurring near. A few years later, the weird stuff and creepy noises started occurring near and around the waterhouse. Ooh. By the way, if you just joined the live and you're missing out what's happening, if you go to YouTube, you can like rewind, okay? Please say, would you die for me? Queen Tish, thank you for the rose. Dark Little Angel, thank you for the flame heart and all the gifts. I am Bree, thank you so much for the gifts. And LC Heathers, thank you so much for the gifts. Kimberly, yeah, OMG. Keep forgetting to like make sure I can read the YouTube comments. Okay. So, real quick summary. There's a waterhouse that bank robbers used to hid in after a really, really bad job. Okay. Anyways, mysterious hairy figures were glimpsed moving stealthily among the pipes and wires. A dank, moldy, rotten smell like aging river weeds was always smelt around the area of the waterhouse, and eerie walls and menacing murmurs could be heard day and night. In the late 70s, there was a spate of mysterious deaths of homeless people who would shelter over the heath, not too far from the waterhouse. There was nothing to ever link the deaths to the waterhouse, but locals soon started giving the waterhouse and surrounding area a wide berth because of the creepy history and dark reputation, and that left the waterhouse abandoned and in disrepair. In disrepair. And in disrepair. That's what we knew of the waterhouse's dark history. That is why we were so wary and anxious to get away from it as quickly as possible. When we were all through the gap in the fence further away from the waterhouse, us younger cousins built up enough courage to glance over at the building of little repute before being rounded up by the older boys. They put me in the wheelchair again, and we set off in a blackberry field. We soon arrived at the field where some older local kids we knew were already there and spent a nice afternoon picking and eating the juicy sweet blackberries and splashing in the river, and soon the sun was getting low and it was time for home. Our journey home was much like the one there. We were still bantering and laughing, and the older boys were still winding us up slightly. But being as it was getting later, we were feeling weary and slightly subdued. When we reached the fence before the waterhouse, the air felt slightly too close, like before a thunderstorm. Oh yeah, I have to say someone wants me to say, can you guys see on YouTube? Wants me to say, would you die for me? Would you die for me? That's too easy. Would you live for me? I forgot the other. I'm confused. Okay, I don't get it. Let's get back to the story. We distracted ourselves for what reason? Let's read the story. The youngest of the three older boys got me out of my wheelchair so that B could lift it over the fence. The other kids were already on the other side of the fence with H and B. Suddenly, A suddenly said to his brother in a low, guarded voice, "Something's moved at the back of there, bruv." B just looked at him sideways. Out of the boys, A was the most likely to pull a stunt or wind anyone up for a laugh, but A was straight-faced. A said, "I'm going to have a look," passing me through to B and squeezing past all of us. "Wait up, A, we've got tea." Having put me in my wheelchair, B had moved forward towards his brother when we all heard a shriek out in horror and disgust, and the two boys moved back quickly. H, having already taken me out of my wheelchair again, had told everyone to run, and we did. B picking up my tiny wheelchair, folding it up while running, A grabbing the other two kids' hands and following B, and H running with me on his shoulders, holding my other cousin's hands. We run and run, and A kept saying, "Don't look back, don't look back." But I did and saw nothing. We didn't stop until we got to the fence which leads back to the road on the estate, which we could actually see, and we could actually see civilization again. We were all completely exhausted, especially the older boys. Before we slipped through the fence, the road B holding him. Before we slipped through the fence to the road, B holding himself up by the railings asked, "What did you see, A?" "Yellow eyes, hairy face." All of us younger kids began to panic and scream, and H had to calm us all down. He said that we were safe and it would be all right, but we all wanted to get as far away as possible from the waterhouse. When we got home, we all looked bedraggled. And slightly nervy. Mama and Auntie noticed this and asked the boys what was wrong. H just said that we got spooked by an old drunk man in the bushes looking for golf balls to sell. And as that was quite commonplace over the heath, Mama and Auntie just gave us kids a pep talk and hugged us. We never did tell Mama, my auntie, the truth about the yellow eyes and hairy face, or find out what it actually was. But us kids didn't go near the waterhouse for a long time. I guess it's scary. I want something scarier. Something scarier. Um, oh, thank you very much, Kimberly. I appreciate it. The right lighting today. Yeah, I kind of figure that it'll be easier for people to like see if they were like watching me in the dark or something. It'll be easier for your eyes for it to be red. But I can be bright again. But I don't think people would like it. You feel me? Yeah, I want a scary, scary story. You know, I went to follow you and already am. I appreciate you following me, Jay. Appreciate it. Okay, let's go find a scary, scary story. Let me look at scary stories. Reddit was your most disturbing. Okay, serious. Okay, this is nice. 11 years ago. This is by a deleted user from 11 years ago. 24. You guys ready for the next one? Okay. A few years ago, I was walking through the woods off the beaten track a bit, and I smelled. Huh? Off the beaten track a bit. Okay. I have to try and preempt these mistakes. A few years ago, I was walking through the woods off the beaten track a bit, and I smelled this really overpoweringly sweet smell. Being nosy, I pulled back the undergrowth to have a look and found a dead body. Damn. The guy had clearly been there a while and wasn't looking great. All swollen and green and black with various runny bits. Ugh. The local wildlife had also been dining well for a few days. I called the police, who told me to wait with the body until they arrived. Being in the middle of nowhere, it took a while for them to arrive, and it got dark, and I was just sat there in the dark with him for a long time. It turned out he had committed suicide. For a long time afterwards, I had dreams about him, and he would talk to me, and not nice things. Mainly about how he was angry I had disturbed his resting place and he wanted to kill. Okay, I guess this is a scary story, but this is a scary story. Yeah, let me stop there. It's a scary story, but you know what I mean? I'm looking for a scary story. You want to sleep now? Let's go find something nice. Let's go find something nice. Okay, I think this one will be a bit cooler. Okay. Oh, my back. About 2 years ago, I was driving home from a family reunion pretty late at night, and the drive was about 2 hours. I didn't stay the night because I had to be back for work the following day. Most of the drive was on roads with dense bushes and trees either side. The real creepy ones you see a lot in movies. Do I read novels or only short stories? I read everything. If you send me something to read right now, I'll read it. But I'm reading short horror stories on Reddit because someone asked me to. Thank you, LC, for the gift. Whoa, have I missed a few? Oh yeah, no, I think I'm good. Thanks, Dreams and Poetries, for the pumpkin. I appreciate it. Right. Where are we? Most of the drive was on roads with dense bushes and trees on either side. The real creepy ones you see a lot in movies. Anyways, I had been driving about 45 minutes and I was starting to get really tired. You know how sometimes you just suddenly become really tired out of nowhere? Well, yeah, that happened to me. I knew I wasn't going to last, but I didn't come across any place that I felt I could park and safely sleep. Anyways, after it became clear to me that I wasn't going to find a place to pull up and my tiredness wasn't going away, I did something very questionable. I pulled over to the side of the road onto the grass behind some bushes to try and hide my car from anybody else who was going to come past. The roads weren't empty. I came across another car a very few minutes or so. I made a mental note of the time. It was 11:22 and then fell asleep. Sometime later, I was woken by a scratching sound. I looked at the clock. 11:50. The sound stopped after a few seconds, and because I was still extremely tired, I didn't bother looking around and simply went back to sleep. I was later woken up by the same sound, and it was now 12:40. This time it really freaked me out because the sound didn't stop. The thought ran across my mind that it was just an animal inspecting the car. But why would it return almost an hour later, after it had left the previous time? I looked at my rearview mirror and just managed to catch a glimpse of something running away into the forest. Now, at that time, I thought I was the damn. At that time, I thought it was a damn hook killer. You know, the one that scratched a couple's car and then slaughtered the guy when he got out to investigate. F that, I thought to myself. So I got the hell out of there. There was a bend no more than 100 yards up the road, and as I came round it, there was an effing car parked off to the side of the road, with the driver's side door opened. I slowed down just to look to see if anyone was in there. There wasn't. Then I looked in my rearview mirror and didn't see anything. And all of a sudden, this guy comes sprinting around the corner. He starts screaming at me, shouting stuff like, hey, you, get the F out of your car, now. I knocked the F out there and sped off. I never saw the guy again. Moral of the story, don't effing sleep on the side of a diverted road. I don't do this every night, but I mean, if people start making me want to, then I shall. Alright. I like this story. This was kind of scary. Let's go. Okay, 11 years ago, edited 11 years ago by another one. Okay. Let's see. Let's look for another one. Okay, I know the perfect story, perfect scary story. Timmy. Hard, short. I don't do this every night. Thank you for the likes. Who's liking all these likes? Who's sending me all these likes? I appreciate it. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. This story is called Tasha Was Me. Oh, Tasha was with me. Okay. 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 Tasha was with me. Tasha was with me. She was. No matter what everyone says, Tasha was with me at the time she died. I know this sounds grim, like she was killed before my eyes, but that's not the case. My name is Lexa, I'm 15, and Tasha was my best friend. We went on a school trip to Cambridge a few days ago. On the first day, we went to the touristy locations. But on day 2, the teachers gave us free rein to go wherever we pleased. Me and Tasha had zero idea where to go. Most kids went to nearby stores. I easily lose focus and end up not understanding where the story is going. It could also be my fault. I make mistakes when I read. But let's see if we can do this properly. Yeah. Okay. Me and Tasha had zero idea where to go. Most kids went to nearby shops. We wandered around, but after 3 hours we got bored. Eventually we found a playground containing the kinds of trees with large branches and hearts with initials carved into them, perfect for climbing. Tasha was an excellent tree climber. After making sure the branches were up to her standards, we climbed to a tree close to the entrance of the park. Tasha maneuvered the trees like she had been born in it. Most of the leaves were still green. Despite the cold weather, Tasha's gloves were in front of my eyes, clutching the branch inches from my face. While I was trying not to fall off, I didn't notice her dash down, making the leaves dance in the breeze. After I stumbled to the ground with as much grace as a baby elephant, we sat down on a nearby bench. Tasha had a faraway look in her eyes, like she was looking beyond me. The clouded lighting made her face look very pale, her freckles like small smears of dirt. Her long hair had stray leaves in it, and her bobble hat was at an angle, as if she hadn't quite bothered readjusting it. Quite frankly, she looked ghostly. We made it back to the hotel about 6 p.m. Tasha seemed distant. She was less talkative than normal. After that, we went to our room to freshen up, the stray leaves remaining in her hair. The teachers weren't clear minded either. They were in a quiet panic, trying their best to keep some elusive problem away from us. Something was definitely not right. We went to bed after an uneventful day. She slept on the bottom bunk, falling asleep mere moments after hitting the mattress. When I woke up, Tasha's bed was neatly made, unslept in. When I went to brush my teeth, her toothbrush wasn't there. Her suitcase had vanished. Her coat was gone, and the only evidence that she was there at all was a single leaf on her pillow. There was only a few teachers in the breakfast hall. Oh, Alexa dear, Tasha's missing. What do you mean? She was with me last night. No, nobody has seen her since 11 a.m. yesterday. 12 hours later, Tasha's body was found below the tree. The police say she fell down, dying due to blood loss. But I know she was alive after that. Tasha was with me. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, come on, Kimberly. I'm waiting for your story. You're typing out the story. You're typing out a story. Okay. Damn. What happened to Tasha? Oh, this was posted 5 hours ago. That's crazy. I gotta give the proper credits. Our short stories. I sleep with squirrels. Tasha was with me. Um, I'm gonna. Can I just say? Probably message her. I will remember this login. Um, haven't seen me in a while. Hey, Mimi Sadik. I haven't seen you in ages. Yeah, you're right. Damn. What happened to Tasha? I gotta reply to this later. Okay, Soulful Dreamer, sorry when I'm physically reading. What are you guys saying? Whoa, 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 slow down, slow down, slow down. I want to sleep now. Sorry, do you read novels or short stories, Jay? I usually lose focus and end up not understanding where the story is going. My bad. That's me when I'm what? When I'm physically reading. I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, yeah. All right. Okay, what's next? So, Kimberly Pritchard, how long do you think it'll take for you to write the story? Because I'm getting tired and I've been here an hour and 40 something minutes. You feel me? Yeah. Let's see. Let's get another story. Another scary story. Quinn, I am not on Quinn. Leave it. LOL. Okay. Let me give this person an upvote because I did read their poem. Where is she? Let me like this upvote. You can read it tomorrow before you go to bed. I will. Thank you. I just sent you an email if you're interested. It's not scary. It's meant to be a bedtime. Okay, okay. Let's get through it. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Free just sent me one of a poem. Okay. Book passage. Let me make this on red. I'll come back to later. Book passage for you. Wait, this is very short though. Kimberly, this is a very short poem. Um, okay, Lara, I'm waiting for your poem. I'm not your poem, you're reading. Your story. Oh, my back. Okay, Maybe I'll leave slightly early today. It's not even midnight. I might be able to go gym after all. This was fun. No. Uh, Lara, your email has not arrived. Zane, thank you for the rose. My roar ID, my Myra Wild 13, thank you for the gifts too. Vicky Douglas, thank you for the heart. Ah, I'm getting tired. Okay, guys, I might have to like jump off. Okay. Okay, already sent it in a few minutes ago. Okay, wait. You sure? Oh, thank you, Dark Little Angel. I appreciate it. The only email I got recently was from Kimberly Pritchard. Tap, tap, tap. It was followed by, no, tap, tap, tap. It was followed by a snippet of music from the study above. You're 16 going on. The song was cut off by the noise that always arrived at 4:54. Thud. Those noises were real. They were happening, and I needed answers as to what was going on and how to stop it. I need more. I love you read. When you read some Edgar Allan Poe, the poet would have great. No, that poem just made me creeped out. The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe was just creepy. I couldn't read it well because the English was very troubling. But also, I don't know, it just made me creepy. Like, it gave me goosebumps as I was reading it. I did not like it at all. I guess that's what makes a great poem because, it incites something within a person. What is happening right now? What is happening right now is like, I'm gonna go to sleep. Historic. Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep because I've been alive. I've been alive for a while and I'm getting tired. Good evening. Good evening, Delvin. Yeah, Lara, if anything, I'll read it tomorrow, okay? If I go live again tomorrow. I'll try and go live again tomorrow. Oh, it's arrived. Okay. Okay. I'll read this and then I shall go to sleep. Okay, let's go. Okay, one more and then we shall go and sleep. Okay. The Whispering Lake by Lara. Is there more to your name? Can I say something? By Lara Law, maybe? Okay. Because it says law on your email. That's why I've given that. It's a passage from a book, Home Before Dark. Okay. No, this is perfect. I'll read this and then I'll sleep. Please roar before you sleep. Okay, that might have been a bit too loud. Damn. Okay. Let me read this and then we shall all go to sleep. The Whispering Lake by Lara Law. Under the glow of a waxen moon, Lyra made her way down a winding path through the misty forest. The air was cool, kissed with the scent of damp earth and lavender, and the soft crunchy leaves beneath her feet was the only sound. Tonight, she was traveling to a place known only in stories, a hidden lake, far from any village where the water was said to hold the power of calm and clarity. The lake was called Whispering Lake, named for its soft murmurs it made in the stillness of night, as if sharing secrets with the stars. Lyra had always heard tales of it from her grandmother, who spoke of it as a place of rest, a place where the soul could find peace. Tonight, feeling a gentle pull in her heart, Lyra decided to seek it out for herself. After a time, the forest began to change. The trees thinned. After a while, the forest began to change. The trees, wow. After a while, the forest began to change. The trees thinned, and a pale blue light shimmered through the mist ahead. She followed it, drawn by an instinct as old as the trees themselves, until she reached the lake's edge. The sight took her breath away. The lake was vast and still, surrounded by willows that dipped their branches into the water as if they, too, were enchanted. The surface of the lake was smooth as glass, reflecting the night sky above, creating a mirror image of the stars. It was as if the surface of the lake was smooth as glass, reflecting the night sky above, creating a mirror image of the stars. It was as if she was standing on the edge of two worlds, one above and one below, both wrapped in a quiet beauty. Lyra knelt by the water. Oh, you're welcome, Elaine. Good night, Elaine. Lyra knelt by the water, mesmerized. She dipped her fingers in, feeling the coolness ripple against her skin. The water was so clear she could see her own reflection staring back at her, her own eyes wide with wonder. But as she gazed down, she noticed something strange. Her reflection began to soften and shift, almost as if she were looking into a memory rather than a mirror. In the water, she saw herself as a child running barefoot through the meadows near her children. Yeah, in the water, all these mistakes, Michael. This is why we need practice. Sweet dreams, watermelon dreams. Please roll before you sleep after that. In the water below, she saw herself as a child, running barefoot through the meadows near her childhood home. She saw her grandmother's warm smile, the way she had braided wildflowers into Lyra's hair, laughing as she sang old songs under the summer sun. She felt the warmth of those memories wash over her, filling her heart with a quiet joy she hadn't felt in years. Lyra closed her eyes, letting herself drift. The gentle lapping of the water against the shore seemed to echo her heartbeat, calm and steady. She felt as if the lake were inviting her to leave behind the worries she'd carried, the small burdens had gathered over the years, like stones in her pocket. When she opened her eyes again, she noticed tiny lights shimmering on the lake's surface. At first, she thought they were stars, but as she looked closer, she realized they were gentle, glowing creatures, water sprites, small and delicate, their light as soft as fireflies. They drifted towards her, floating on the water's surface, creating a pathway of light that stretched across the lake. Drawn to their quiet beauty, Lyra rose to her feet and followed the path along the lake's edge. The light seemed to guide her, leading her deeper into the magic of the night. She felt lighter with every step, as if the lake itself were helping her let go of the weight she had been carrying. Get a little break. As she reached the far side of the lake, the lights gathered around her in a soft, glowing circle. She closed her eyes, feeling their gentle warmth, her quiet energy, and in that moment she felt as if she could hear the lakes whispering to her. A soft, timeless murmur like the sound of a lullaby sung by the earth itself. The lake's voice was gentle, soothing. It seemed to say, "Rest, Lyra. Be still. You are home." In that moment, Lyra felt a deep, abiding peace settle over her, filling her heart and mind until there was no room for anything else. She felt herself merging with the stillness of the lake, the timelessness of the forest, and the quiet dance of the stars above. She was no longer just herself, she was part of everything around her, connected to the earth, the water, the sky. When she had finally opened her eyes sorry about the noise. Sorry, I do live in London. That's not a joke. That's not funny. When she finally opened her eyes, dawn was beginning to touch the horizon, painting the sky with the soft hues of pink and gold. The water sprites had vanished, leaving only the gentle lapping of the lake and the soft rustling of the willow branches in the morning breeze. Oh, that was pleasant, but also kind of creepy. I can't lie. I think maybe I set the tone by reading horror stories from before. But I like that, Lara. Thank you so much. Right. Time for us to go to bed, shall we? Okay. Thank you all for joining me. It's been fun. But it's time for us to bounce. You feel me? So, thank you all. And I shall see you all later. Okay? Oh, should I say goodnight to people as they bounce away? How do I say this? Yeah, I usually say goodbye to people. So, if you're here, you want me to say goodnight to you specifically. Oh, thank you for following. If you're here, you want me to say goodnight to you specifically, please leave your name in the chat and I will say goodnight to you. But I will just read off the list of people as they come to. So, good night, my raw wild 13. Good night, blessing. Good night, Devlin. Good night, Devlin. Good night, Mimi Sadiq. Good night, Lara. Good night, is she still here? Kimberly. Good night, Kimberly. Good night, Anime Geisha. Geisha. Good night, Anime Geisha. Who else? Good night, good night, my raw lid. My raw. Good night, Myra Wild. Sorry. Good night, Christina. My bad, Myra. Good night, Christina. Good night, Anasoasis. Good night, Sindel O. Good night, F Swings. F King Swings. Good night, Devlin. Good night, DB Kaufman. Good night, Ella Phi. Good night, Seaberg Wrights. Good night, Dalad. Good night, Fluff. Good night, Keek. Good night, everyone. And final good night, we shall turn on the reverb so that there's more atmosphere.
Miriam.
Oh, Miriam.
Good night, everyone. Sleep well.